If you watched the last video I did on the little Basha RockSta 124 crawler, you'll see I made a very basic FPV idea, just using a bit of blue tack and stuff. So I thought I'd try and do things a little bit more properly. So first I did this. It's my SketchUp model of what I created, using this front section here to pop the camera on, and following the sort of the curve to put the VTX down here. And I cut some little notches in to let me put some cable ties in just to keep it on so it's easy to remove and put back on again. I exported that over and printed it on my printer, although I did it on the side so I would only need a little bit of support material. And here's the print that I made, just checking it kind of fits in alright. And here's the finished article. It's not that much difference from using the blue tack thing, really. We've got the VTX sat on the curve there, the little camera sat on the camera platform, and just a couple of cable ties, black on black with not much lighting. It's really difficult to see, but there's cable ties here and here to keep things in place. Once again, we're going to go with just keeping the little tiny 2S LiPo that just sits in there quite nicely to power it all up. The reason it's still just hung on here like this is it's quite good fun to drive line of sight as well. So sometimes I'll just snip this off, take it away, and I can easily put it back on again. I could have gone with the whole stuff, the VTX and the camera just sat here. I was trying to give the camera some cooling as I'm running around inside. Now, my concept of the simple FPV idea here is very different to a couple of other guys. So RoboForcer X2000 has done one, and he's encaged everything and put pan tilt in, and it's absolutely beautifully engineered, as all his stuff is. My point of view was that I wanted the camera higher because I wanted to see the wheels, whereas his is sort of in here. He's built another metal cage around it. So he's basically got a full roll bar so it can fall over and stuff. So from his point of view, he's got a pan tilt, so he's happy about not seeing the wheels, and he doesn't want stuff to get knocked off here. My point of view is, like, if you drop the whole car sort of 6 foot, it will break anyway, and I'm kind of controlling my environment. So this is a cheap camera. If it breaks off, I glue it back with hot glue. If it breaks, it's £5, and the VTX antenna will spin around, which is why I've just got one of these linears, and I'm only about 10 feet away most of the time. So different ideas, but I'll put the link in because his builds are absolutely beautiful. So you should definitely check that out if you're looking for something a bit more serious than my messing around. Anyway, so I've taken this and I've tried to build myself a little bit more of an epic course. Please check it out. Well, here's my little attempt at a vaguely epic course from my living room, using bits here that I found from my garage, dogs not included, and what I'm intending to do, where put the car? What I'm intending to do is do it line of sight with a little RockSta and then try FPV. So going up here and along, let's see what happens. Let's go. Quite tricky. Ooh, that's not good. For a second. So this sort of thing's where it might struggle FPV because it's quite hard to keep an idea of where your rear wheels are. So with front wheel steering here. Bit of a rush.
going over the old tricopter legs now, or the pre-cut new ones. Eek. I haven't quite got that one in the best position for me. It's just a little bit wide. Okay. Ah. Ta-da! Now, let's see if we can do FPV. FPV in it now. Roshy, move out of the way. Thank you. Oh my god. It's pretty intense. Can't really see where I am. Ooh. I'd like to tilt, please. Now this one, I'm thinking it's front wheel is going to be best. So I'm going to press the button, which I should be able to find without my goggles. And this should be front wheel drive or front wheel steering only. I'm instantly worried now because that looks like a really old. Can't really see the left wheel here, which is a bit of a worry. I'll try fiddling with the contrast on my goggles. Okay, I can see the wheel. Uh-oh. Obviously there's some suspension articulation, but when you're on the side of a, feels like a 100-foot sofa, it's a little bit frightening. Every time you lean over, you think that's it. Okay. Not too bad. It's easier facing slightly down, obviously. Looks like the water slightly protected here as well. Okay, so I'm going to put on press 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Should get me back into 4-wheel steering to get around this quite tight corner here. And when you're too tight, those back wheels will slip off the end. Like they're coming around. Oh, oh. Yeah, slight problem. I can't actually really see where that blue thing. Oh, there it is. I got this out because the dog was chewing it earlier, so I had to move it. Thought that this is the curious angle of my sofa I've never seen. Okay, down the blue. The slippy slide, yeah. Okay. If we go like this, we're going to have to get the back wheels to catch. So we're going to have to do a jibbery paper like this. That's it. Back up there because going to come down. Ooh. I thought I'd be able to see where the wheels were. I've got an approximation of where they are. Oh, that's scary. That's pretty scary. Okay, so mess with the contrast again. Lights coming in differently. Okay. Oh, there I am. Hello. That's pretty safe. These are spare flooring boards I found in the garage. If you want to make a course, just go in your garage. You're bound to have some crap you haven't thrown out. Right. That's like the last one. Okay, so this bit coming up was definitely the most awkward bit to do. And I'm not going to be able to see where I'm going very well. Okay, I kind of see where they are. But you kind of you drop them a little bit quicker than you want to, really. Okay, so whoa, fingers crossed. Here we go. I made it. Hooray for me.
So how tough would it be in a tumble? Well, I wasn't sure if my GoPro head mount footage would come out, so I set up a couple of static angles to take some footage. And whilst doing this, I managed to get it to fall off the sofa several times because I wasn't at the right angle to see what I was doing. Again, this is pretty soft landing, but to be fair, I wouldn't be normally balancing it outside up high and fall onto rocks. But, you know, it fell down. The only thing that happened is the antenna twisted round and I twisted it back. So for indoors, if you can control your environment, not really a problem. And there you go. I like it. It's about 50 quid delivered, a bit extra for batteries, and you can put a very easy FPV setup on if you want to. And it's good fun. It's quite. I found it quite tense because you're at this angle and you just don't know what's going to happen. But that's kind of part of the fun. It's tense, but at least it's not like a quad where you might be tense because you're going to land in a tree a kilometre away or something. It's just like, where am I? Am I going to drop down? And of course, you can get your family and friends to drive around FPV without fear of them crashing horribly and breaking it. So there you go. Bye for now.